Raphael 7286. Do you see this here? My cord was a little loose, so I put these thick tinfoil. It's a very good tinfoil, and I push it in. I put it right to the end, and the paper breaks just as I put it all the way to the end, and it solidifies. And if you look at my charging on the top, up over here in the corner, it's at full charge because there's no loose ends. You get full charge. So when I look at that and I think, I say to myself then, okay, when the Earth has a certain barometric pressure, we're getting different energies that on Earth. We feel things different by the pressure that's in the air. We live in a cobweb of matrix energy, okay? And I call it the matrix energy because we're fleshy robotics. We fit into the system. Do we wear space suits if we went with space uniforms if we go outside the I feel like it's NASA here. I got all these wires in the way. I got this wire. I got this wire. So I'm going to continue on with this video. And this video is all about everything to do with doubles. Because in most game we do, generally roll the dice, right? 2 dice, more or less. Now, there are some games with 1 dice, and we can talk about the game and how it works. But let's work with 2 dice. And if we get doubles in all our dice, the smallest double will give us an even number. Now, my question is, when there's an even number, does that mean it goes in the center? Because it's 1 number between 2, and here I have 2 numbers that will create 1. The center of these 2 over here will create the 2, and the 2 will be the center of the 2 sides. So it'll actually be 1, 2, 1. 1 and 1 creating 2, as it will be 2, 4, 2, where 4 is creating 2. Or it'll be 3, 6, 3. Well, 3 and 3 will be creating 6, and so on for 4, 8, and 4. So the reality is this creates purple, because 88 creates purple. So now you'll need, this is the word for teen. It's also the word for space. Ace is in space and standards in poor. 1, 6, and 1, 9. Standards in poor. Everybody is a 6 birth, and everybody is a 9 birth. 9 and 6, the birth of man. Where is our birth? 51. 1 quarter is the value. DNA, 4 to 1. Dada. Or how about all about Dan? Or Danada, because we're of 2 worlds. Understanding language, okay, I'm English, I understand a little Spanish, I do French, and the more I can expand is the more my story will come together. Now we can attach and sew together these stories according to where you were born in the world. So we're going to go on and see if I can continue it, where we continue this one, and this one becomes 8. I am going to do 0, okay, I'm going to do 0, 0, 2. Reflecting each 0 gets replaced with these numbers. Just like 0 and this. Nobody allowed in, right? Would that be 1 sideways? Or will that be this one and 1 this one? The body and the head, right? Or is this the head? Because it becomes round, you create an X. Then you create the body, accent aigu, accent grave, 2 sides. The long sticks, you know what I'm saying? The long sticks. Anyways, we didn't want to go in that. So we begin with 0, 2, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then we become 5, 6 on the dice. This is what we'll get. 2202 to life. 2202 to life. 16 and 20 out. 16 and 10, 26. And the 26 as 12 and 16. Did I say that right? 10 and 12 is 22 and add 6. 22 and add 6 equals to 16. L and P. How about L, A, B, P, A, F, or P, J, A, F? Creation of the Rablat, half-life. 28, cycle of the moon. It's an LP, so it's a long, O-N-G is added on. 51, 5, 7, or 5, 6, 7, or 6, 5, 7. 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. The total is 36. The total is 18. 6 and 5 go together as 5 and 7 go together, as 7 and 6 go together. The one spirit of the long plane disk. 26, cycle of the moon. We continue on with the numbers, where we're going to go back again and say 15 is value to 1/4. Because it's 1/4, okay? It's 1/4 of, first of all, 204 becomes 264, and that's a video trans something. 1/4 of time, because 15, when we reverse it, okay, when we reverse this number, becomes 66 in its own, and it becomes 1/4 of time. So now we have to understand time works on 4/7, 3-1-3 rotation, where the fourth day is the connecting day for the next 3 days. So it's 3.5 and 3.5, and we get that 8 times to make a complete rotation. Now, do we need a rotation because we start in the middle of this day to the middle of the next day, and we skip over this area over here? So this is the rest of my day, and this is the next to the beginning of the day. We skip over. Do you understand? And just like if we're trying to find, oh, give me $1 on The Price is Right, so now we have it in between the two spaces. 8 times this is 28 grams, cycle of the moon. If we have 7 times this, it gives me 24.5, and that is my day. 25, 26, 27, 28. If I go down one more, I have 21, and now I have the cube, or I get 17.5, and now I have the gateway of the moon, G and A. Give me the game, 5 and 1 inside Mars. I go down again, I got 14, I got DNA. Now I go down again, I got 10.5, I got the Hand of God, and then I got a 7, the Gateway, and then I got 3.5, Electric Company. So how would you like to go down this scale? Bring me back the lab rat of the long plane LP, 3 and 7, Nibiru. W-A-B-R-S. W-A-R, W-A-B-A-R-S. Wabaris. What does that mean? Waboras. This standing for gold, E and A standing for Mars. Spirit angel resident, breaking and entering of creation. 23rd letter creates 5 and 1. Mars. It now says Mars bears us. Mars numbers bear us, which is relationship to your birth, and the number is 666 because the passage is 5115, the passage is 2442, passage is 3333, 666. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Area 24 standing for the cat, which stands for 5 to 9, which stands for the mass, which is 33. The reverse of that in the 10th world is 77, and that's Nibiru. Wabas. Number 27. Win a big red sun. Nibiru. You bring it backwards, it says Boston. It says the Tea Party, and we didn't even complete the whole rotation. The minute we get to 55, which is a reflection to the 7th gate to 22, okay, 242, 5 to 9, 9 letters of the cat, B and E and B and E. In the English world, because in French, this says Baba, but in English it says Bibi. Baba is which is grandfather or father, and Bibi, right? But it talks about Baba, right? Look what the Greeks say, Baba, Baba, Papa. Look what B and P does, okay? Whether it's saying mother or father, okay? Because it seems like the female is the male is created in this world and the female's from out of this world or something. Anyways, whatever that might be, whichever way, it might be right, it might be wrong. Either way, I know it's one of the two. This over here brings me to the half-life, okay, 484. And the numeric value for this is Pluto, and it's a reflection of the 10 world of Uranus, because the number to Uranus is 94. And to the 11th world, 1 and 1, when you put 1 and 1 together, okay, it looks like a 4. the way I write it, or L1. This becomes your DNA. This becomes 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. When you put them together, because I make 0, 8, becomes 6, 8, becomes now 14. My 44 will now reflect my 77, 4, and 7, Jesus of time. Where I get 6, I now get 12. 1 and 2 is 3, 6 and 3. L and C. LC the cow, 3 and 6, creation of the moons. I always reflect 2 to 1 also, 6 and 3, although it's 1 to 1. It's created with a 6 and a 3, and this is the mass of creation of F inside of Jupiter. Saturn is the numbers, right? It's almost like saying there's 2 Saturns, there's 2 Jupiters. Inside Jupiter, we have to recreate something because this will create 66, and that's separation, and it's inside the moon, 10 and 14. 10 and 14, 7 times 2 win a big red sun, 5 plus 5. 5 and 7 doubled up in each one, that is the moon. 5 and 1, the moon through Mars, creating 5 and 2. This will be, sorry, it'd be creating 5, this will be 16, it'll be 7, or 5 and 1. So it says Mars, then it says moon. Mars and then moon, because 0 equals 6. This becomes AJ, which becomes A and O, which becomes A and B. So if we're looking for blood type, these two to the 7th gate. This would bring your H inside of it. This will be your J, which brings back your A again. H and then A. 8 and 1, connecting now 8 and 7, which says 12, and October, which is 3 on October. Also knowing what 3 is, okay, is part of the win a big red sun, because 3 and 11 connect and pull. 3 and 2. So automatically these two come together to create this over here. 18 creates this. 1 goes between 2, creating 3. And this is the result. And then everything after this is a partial result. So this will now create half and 1/4. 3 and 4 are opposite each other, saying half and 1/4. Are they spliced together? Time, movement, are these 3 over here. So the reflection of their movement of 6, 7, and 8 has to be 2, 3, and 4. And that's their verberation, 2, 3, 4 vibration. Is that what it is? Between 5 and 1, which is Mars, bringing out 66 at the 7th gate. Everybody knows in Gematria, we reach 6, 7, and 6. So where is that 7th gate? Do we have another 7 upside down? Going 66, and then we create the X and separation between the two worlds. Or the mirror, whichever way you want. Actually, it would be the opposite side would flip to be the mirror. But I don't want to talk about that because I can't see it right now. Then we have 9. 9 comes when 1 becomes the birth and lives inside 5. This is where 9 lives, right here. With 1. 9 and 1 lives inside 5. How do I know? Because A, E, and I are 1, 5, and 9. Okay? And it goes like this. So one comes like this, and the other one comes like this, and then it says Aleph is the letter. That's how it's created. 1, 5, 9 this way, 3 and 7 over here. And when this is not here, it's 2 and 8 over here. So it becomes 3, 2, and 7, 8 becomes 5 and 6. Low Shu, numeric value, and numbers put together. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I will have to continue on 1 second. I added double zeros on each side of these. Okay. I added double zeros on each side. Before I added it, I turned this number from 2 to 8 because of the 0 to 14 becomes 5. I turned 2 into 16 becomes 7. And then I turned it into 3 becomes 5. The two of them become 5 and 5, 0, 0. 66. This is a 10 value when it's done. Because of this 10 value, I must automatically add 6, becomes 16. Because it's a double 0, okay, I now add another 6, becomes 23. It becomes 575. Energy passing through the moon. 75 times 75. 75 plus 75, the total will be 5775. That's the time cycle right now, 5775. 6 years for creation. Ending cycle 5781. Divide this by 3 is 19. Divide this by 3 is 27. Win a big red sun, artificial intelligence, spirit of birth. 9 and 2 is our birth. 7 and 1 is a gateway. 1 and 2 is creation to 3, 7, and 9. The deliverance, Nibiru, win a big red sun. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. We're not done. So this one becomes 14, 8, 6, 14. This one becomes 23. This one becomes 6, 12, 18, becomes 9. So this becomes 5, 5, 9, or 5, 7, 9. This one will become 26, become 8, 5, 7, 9, 8. 9 and 8, the high sky right here, now connects with 1 and 2 to create the 1010 world through the 7th gate, DC. So these are all the numbers, what they do to each other, playing the number game. 1, 4, 7. One game, best of 7 series. First one who makes 4 makes it into the next round. Bringing on the rest of the numbers 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8 are only of a passing of 5. Of 5 right here. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I bless you for watching this video. Coming to you from the House of Pain.